George Polya was a Hungarian mathematician. His book How to Solve It describes methods for solving mathematical problems. It's a very interesting book. Polya's dream is about the fact that AM is greater than GM. Let us recall what are AM and GM. Assume that we have n positive numbers, x1 through xn. These are positive numbers. The AM or arithmetic mean is nothing but the average of all these numbers, and the geometric mean GM is the 1 by nth power of the product of all these numbers. So we're going to prove this fact that AM is greater than GM. Before we go to the proof, we need to get hold of an inequality. This red line is for x plus 1 and the green curve is the plot for e to the x. So as you can see from the plot that e to the x is greater than equals to x plus 1. You can actually prove this thing rigorously using calculus, but we are not going to do that. For us, the proof will be this picture only. Now you can rewrite this inequality as e to the x minus 1 greater than x. So let's write the inequality to the x minus 1 is greater than x. We're going to use this inequality over and over. We have n numbers, x1 through xn, these are positive numbers, and the arithmetic mean of all these numbers is the average of all these numbers. Let us define few other numbers. A1, which is x1 by the AM, A2 is x2 divided by AM, and AN is xn divided by AM. Now we're going to apply this inequality to all these numbers A1, A2, AN. So if we apply this inequality to AI, we're going to get e to the AI minus 1 is greater than AI, right? For I equals to 1 to n. That is, we have got e to the x1 by am minus 1 is greater than x1 by am. E to the x2 by am minus 1 is greater than x2 by am. And e to the xn by am minus 1 is greater than xn by m. Now notice one thing. This quantity is a positive number, this quantity is a positive number, this one. Everything is in all these inequalities are positive numbers. Why? Because we're looking at positive number x1 through xn, and e to the power anything is positive, that you know. Now let us multiply all these inequalities. We will get e to the x1 by am plus x2 by am plus xn by am. We have n ones and they are going to contribute minus n. On the other side of the inequality we are going to get the product of these numbers divided by n to the n. Now what have we got? We have got e to the sum of all the numbers by n, right, minus n greater than the product of all these numbers divided by to the n to the n. What is this quantity? See, this quantity is, and see that this quantity will be n only, right? So we have got this inequality, and e to the power n minus n is e to the 0, e to the 0 is nothing but 1, so we have got this inequality. So let us cross multiply. So we're going to get e to the power m to the power n is greater than the product of all these numbers. So we have got what we wanted, right? We have got this thing m greater than gm, which is this quantity. And Polya got this proof in his dream.